Bars are the most profitable areas on cruise ships. A single cocktail costs the ship $3 to make, but sells for $15. But the real big money comes from drink packages. I worked as a bartender on cruise ships for years, and I'm going to tell you a truth nobody talks about. Cruise lines want 60% of passengers to buy the drink package, but not use it fully. Why? Because if everyone actually used the package to its limit, the company would lose money. But most passengers don't. They see the word unlimited, they get excited, they buy it. Then on the ship, they only have 3 or 4 drinks a day, and without even realizing it, they're losing money. Today I'm going to show you how that system works, which limits are hidden, and how you can save $500. Cruise lines don't want this discussed. But I don't work on ships anymore, so I can tell you the truth. Don't forget to subscribe for more Cruise Insider secrets. Now let's look at those truths. Let me start by explaining what unlimited really means. When you buy a drink package, the marketing says unlimited. You can have as many drinks as you want, all included, no worries. But here's what they don't tell you in big letters. There are limits, lots of them. First, there's a price cap. Most packages only cover drinks up to a certain dollar amount. Let's say your package covers drinks up to $15. If you order a cocktail that costs $18, you pay the difference. And trust me, there are plenty of drinks on the menu that cost more than $15. Premium whiskey, top-shelf tequila, specialty cocktails with rare ingredients. None of those are fully covered. So unlimited suddenly has a price ceiling. Second, there's a time limit. You can't order more than 1 drink every 10 to 15 minutes. The system tracks it. If you try to order 2 cocktails at once, the bartender's screen will block it. I've had passengers get frustrated with me, thinking I'm the one stopping them, but it's the system. The cruise line programmed it that way to prevent people from ordering rounds for their friends or stockpiling drinks in their cabin. So unlimited also has a time restriction. Third, there's a quantity cap per day. Some cruise lines set a maximum number of alcoholic drinks you can have in 24 hours. It's usually around 15 drinks. Now, that sounds like a lot, and for most people it is. But if you're on a party cruise or traveling with a group that likes to drink heavily, you could hit that limit. And once you do, you're cut off. You have to pay out of pocket for anything extra. So unlimited isn't really unlimited. It's limited to 15 drinks per day with a price cap and a time restriction. Now let me tell you why most passengers lose money on these packages. The math is simple. Let's say the drink package costs $75 per day. The average cocktail on a cruise ship is about $12. So to break even, you need to drink at least 7 cocktails per day. Every single day of your cruise. That's a lot. Most passengers don't drink that much. They have 2 drinks at lunch, maybe 3 at dinner, and that's it. That's 5 drinks. They're losing money. But they bought the package because it felt like a good deal. Because the word unlimited made them think they'd be drinking all day. But reality is different. You're on vacation. You're tired from excursions. You want to relax. You're not at the bar from morning till night. Here's another thing cruise lines don't advertise. If one adult in your cabin buys the package, the other adult usually has to buy it too. They call it a fairness policy. They say it's to prevent people from sharing drinks. But the real reason is to force more sales. So now you're not paying $75 a day. You're paying $150 a day for 2 people. That means you need to drink 14 cocktails per day just to break even. Most couples don't even come close to that. But the cruise line already has your money. Let me tell you about a couple I served on one of my cruises. They were in their 60s, celebrating their anniversary. They bought the drink package because they thought it would save them money. They loved wine and cocktails, so it seemed like a smart choice. But here's what happened. On day 1, they had a glass of wine at lunch, 2 cocktails at dinner, and a nightcap. That's 4 drinks each. Day 2, they went on a shore excursion and didn't get back until late. They had 2 drinks at dinner. That's it. Day 3, they were tired and just had wine with dinner. 2 glasses each. By the end of the week, they'd each had about 20 drinks total. The package cost them $525 for the week. If they'd paid per drink, it would have cost about $240. They lost almost $300. And they didn't even realize it until I did the math for them at the end. Now let me explain when the drink package actually makes sense. If you're the kind of person who drinks heavily, all day, every day, then yes, it's worth it. If you like expensive cocktails, premium wines, and top-shelf liquor, it can be worth it. If you're on a short cruise, like 3 or 4 days, and you plan to party the entire time, it can be worth it. But for most people, it's not. Here's my advice. Before you buy the package, be honest with yourself about how much you actually drink. Not how much you think you'll drink on vacation. How much you actually drink. Because vacation drinking rarely lives up to the fantasy. Let me tell you about the hidden costs that come with the package. Even though it says unlimited, there are still charges that surprise people. First, gratuities. The package price usually doesn't include the automatic gratuity that gets added to every drink. That's usually 18 to 20%. So if your package is $75 per day, add another $15 per day in tips. Now you're at $90 per day. Second, specialty drinks. Some bars on the ship have exclusive cocktails or rare liquors that aren't covered by any package. If you want those, you pay full price. Third, room service drinks. On some cruise lines, drinks ordered through room service aren't included in the package, even if those same drinks are free at the bar. You have to physically go to the bar to use your package. Fourth, private island bars. Some cruise lines have private islands where they dock for a day. The bars on those islands sometimes operate under different rules, and your package might not work there. You'll find out when you try to order, and the bartender tells you it's not covered. Now let me talk about the biggest misconception. Passengers think unlimited means they can drink whatever they want, whenever they want, however much they want. But cruise lines have a responsibility to manage alcohol consumption. If a bartender sees that you're getting too drunk, they can cut you off. And once you're cut off, your unlimited package doesn't matter. You're done for the night. I've had to cut off passengers before. It's not personal, it's safety. But it's also a reality that unlimited doesn't mean unlimited if the staff decides you've had enough. Here's another secret. The bartenders and servers are trained to upsell you. Even if you have the package, we're encouraged to suggest premium drinks that aren't fully covered. Why? Because the cruise line still makes money on the difference. If you order a $15 drink that's covered, the cruise line makes nothing extra. But if we convince you to try a $25 cocktail, the cruise line makes $10. So we're incentivized to push you toward drinks that cost more than your package covers. It's subtle. We'll say things like, "Have you tried our signature cocktail?" Or, "This premium tequila is amazing. Would you like to upgrade?" Most passengers say yes without realizing they're paying extra. Let me tell you how to actually save money. First, skip the package if you're not a heavy drinker. Just pay per drink. You'll spend less. Second, if you do buy the package, maximize it. Drink the most expensive drinks that are covered. Order fresh juices, smoothies, specialty coffees. Use the package for non-alcoholic drinks too. Most packages include sodas, bottled water, and premium coffees. Stock up on those. Third, share strategically. I'm not saying break the rules, but if you and your partner both have packages and one of you doesn't drink as much, let the other person use their package more. Fourth, watch for sales. Cruise lines sometimes discount the drink package if you buy it before you board. The pre-cruise price is usually cheaper than buying it on the ship. But even then, do the math. Make sure you'll actually use it enough to break even. Here's a trick most passengers don't know. You can buy the package for part of your cruise, not the whole thing. Let's say you're on a 7-day cruise, but you know you'll only drink heavily for 3 days. You can buy the package for just those 3 days. You have to purchase it in full-day increments, and you have to decide before midnight the night before. But it's an option. This way, you're not locked into paying for the entire week if you don't need it. Now let me talk about what bartenders actually think about drink packages. Honestly, we don't care if you have one or not. It doesn't affect our tips because gratuities are automatic. What we do care about is when passengers with packages get demanding or entitled. I've had passengers snap their fingers at me, rush me, or complain that I'm too slow, all because they have an unlimited package and feel like they deserve instant service. That attitude doesn't get you better service. It gets you slower service. Because we remember. On the other hand, passengers who are polite, patient, and treat us with respect, we remember them too. And we'll go out of our way to make their drinks better, serve them faster, and make recommendations they'll actually enjoy. Let me give you a final piece of advice. Before you buy any drink package, look at your cruise itinerary. How many sea days do you have versus port days? On port days, most passengers are off the ship exploring. You're not drinking. So why pay for a package on a day you won't use it? If you have a cruise with 5 port days and 2 sea days, you're essentially paying for 7 days, but only using 2. That's a waste of money. In that case, just pay per drink on the sea days. You'll save hundreds. Here's the bottom line. Drink packages are not a scam, but they're also not the amazing deal they appear to be. They're designed to make cruise lines money, and they do. The passengers who benefit are the ones who drink heavily, consistently, and strategically. Everyone else is probably losing money. So before you click that purchase button, do the math. Be honest about your drinking habits. And remember, unlimited doesn't mean what you think it means. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for more Cruise Insider tips. Drop a comment and let me know, have you ever bought a drink package? Did it save you money or cost you more? I'd love to hear your stories. And remember, the best way to enjoy a cruise is to go in with your eyes open. Know the rules, know the limits, and make smart choices. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.